I received a stinger in my shoulder once from somebody who was giving me a a running strike to the corner. I was prone, and there were two things involved. One, the person came at me at a weird angle. One, he was not quite used to, so there was a lot more pressure on my shoulder. And the second thing was that I was a bloody idiot, and I didn't lower my arms. So,
and her arms were up when she got kicked, too.
Yes, so it could be a multitude of reasons. We can't pin this all on Sasha. And Paige looked like she could... Basically, there was no other way she could have predicted that, because she was doing the usual, "Hi, I'm being cocky," kick from behind. Right. She can't, like, turn around and make sure she's in the right position. So...
Well, you can only protect yourself so much when you're getting kicked to the back, you know.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not like, you know, there's this intent of, or this make believe thing that, you know, it doesn't hurt. You know, I was watching a documentary. Not even a documentary. I was watching it last night. I was watching the farewell speech of Edge when he retired, and he nailed it on the point. You know that there's this smoking glass, you know, image that all wrestling is fake, and that we don't feel the hits or we don't feel the bumps, and you feel it all.
Like some of those kicks are real, guys.
You know,
it's hurt.
There's going to be days where you're going to hurt more than other days, and
now have they released what has happened to her, what the injury actually is, or is it just because all I've read so far is she just can't feel her hands?
I think it was either a stinger in a spine or a herniated disc.
Well, they're saying you're right on that, and they're also saying that it's similar to what Edge had.
Yes, that was also mentioned.
So that's the main thing. But I read a report also that her doctors, after the surgery, her doctors advised her not to return to the ring at all. So that, you know, whether it was her choice, you know, she was cleared, but, you know, any bump, anything can go wrong in there. I look at, you know, a great example would be a long time ago was Sid Vicious, when he just jumped off the second rope, simple little boot to the face, and the leg he landed on completely snapped in half. And it was the most gruesome thing I ever saw.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was really terrible. But it could also be, maybe it could be like a Shawn Michaels thing, where she may think that she can't go at it again, but then she has that special match with someone who can work with her, and then she goes on to have the best career of her bloody life.
Yeah.
You can, but it's like anything in wrestling, though. Everybody was trained differently. Everybody does things differently. Some workers will work stiffer than others. I mean, it's just the way.
You just never know.
Yeah, I mean, I worked with some of the stiffest guys when I started training. I had Andre Verdun, who's known as Youth Suicide.
He's awesome.
One of the stiffest guys that I've ever been in the ring with, and you know, I took classes with American Wild Child, AWC from Revolution Pro for back in the early 2000s, who wasn't as stiff. So it was almost I had to learn how to work with both stiff and unstiff.
My dad would purposely stiff me, so that way when someone stiffed me, it wouldn't bother me. So I definitely.
Can I train with your father more often?
I think he was a little bit harder on me than he was everyone else. But
well, since we're on the topic of retirement, I mean, we have, what is it, Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, you know what? He's trending right now. There's actually several betting websites that are betting on the Royal Rumble. He was 66-1, and people weren't betting on him, and now he's moved to 10-1. So people are actually betting their money, their hard-earned cash, that Daniel Bryan, who has not been approved to wrestle by the WWE, is being favored to win the Royal Rumble.
That would be very interesting.
What I call the marks of wrestling must be voting.
Yes.
Because they will do anything to piss off Vince McMahon.
They just hope it's going to happen.
I think it's a waste of bloody money, but
yeah,
I've been proven wrong on multiple occasions.
Donate to charity. Go out to dinner or something.
Well, it's funny.
Spend it on Daniel Bryan bets.
Is that right? I mean, it's like the fans are revolting. And the funny thing is, I don't know if you girls have had the chance to watch the 25 countdown on WWE for their anniversary next week. But very surprisingly, I believe it was number 2, and it was fan voting. And again, if WWE has any control over what's allowed on TV or not, number 2 was CM Punk's pipe bomb. So
really?
yes, I was like, out of all, it's awesome that it was on there, but the fact that they let it get on TV with all the animosity that's towards CM Punk, I found it hilarious. I found it very, very funny right there, just watching like, wait. Why is CM Punk on TV?
Well, I'm guessing
just in from Joey the Bull. He says, sorry, I wish I could join you guys tonight, but I'm busy catering with my clients and getting my crotch pounded by some twerking ass strippers.
Yeah.
I wish Facebook Live could let you send pictures.
Can
Can we
Joey.
swap places,
Have
mate?
fun with that, my friend.
I get the address? I'll meet you there after the podcast. Nice little pound.
You guys are too much.
You know, maybe we can join them and it'll be.
Oh, Joe, yeah, we're going. I got dollars. I'm gonna put them dollars in the areas where the sun don't shine.
I knew there was a reason I would endure you mocking me accent.
What? What are you talking about? I have an Australian accent.
Can we move on?
Talk about the Aussies.
Oh, the Aussies.
It's
Well,
not an Aussie.
Keegan's in town. My good friend Keegan
Is
from
Keegan
Australia.
in town?
Keegan is in town.
Yes.
He has to come on the show.
He-
Where
in
is
fact,
he?
Currently
Where is he?
currently in Hollywood. I was supposed to
I-
try to join him for dinner, but I did not. Some reason failed to get in touch with him tonight. But I owe him one. But he's in town, and he said he brought me a baby kangaroo from Australia.
That would be bloody brilliant.
He's so
But
cool.
it would be great if we managed to get him on MPW. That would be amazing.
He actually is booked to be on MPW.
Oh,
Is he?
Yes, he is. So anybody
Okay,
going?
so now I have to go to that show. because
yes, mate.
This-
you know,
that's this
I've
Friday,
only
right?
seen him work a couple times before when he was, here touring last.
Mhm.
And he left such a good impression on me and my dad that I respect the hell out of that kid.
He
Oh
is
my
actually,
God.
from my understanding, he is touring the entire United States for this whole year.
Really?
He's
That is so
from my
cool.
understanding. I might be wrong. Don't
That
quote
is
me on
so
that.
cool.
Because I was speaking to him yesterday, so he'll be wrestling at MPW this Friday, I believe, right?
Yes, Friday.
Friday he'll be at MPW, and then he's on a quick red eye flight on Saturday to North. I believe he said North Carolina,
Oh, wow.
because he's booked out there, and
Wow.
then he's gonna come back, do some more shows here in California, and then he's gonna be back and forth all the way through. I believe he said March or April.
Well, you know what? We just got our calling feature set up. So if Keegan can call in, we would love to be able to have him on the show.
Do we have a,
So
do we
we'll
have a
we'll
graphic
see
of
if
the
we can-
number, or do we have the number? Will we give that out?
Well, we can't put it up here in front of everyone
For
because
this
then
amazing picture from 1913,
1913.
the first official pro wrestling match. Look at that, guys.
I know, isn't that insane?
Look
That's
at that. Look at those. The rest got
the
some
first
mean old
photo
biceps.
that has been properly copyrighted.
So
World of Pro Wrestling.
what else is it? What else has caught your attention this week?
Let's see. A few things. Though speaking of Keegan, there was I believe there's a little video going out involving Book the Ballads. The Ballad Brothers are going a bit on trying to get themselves booked, especially since they're going to. It's kind of like a farewell tour. They're going on. They're going to end it strong.
Oh, okay.
Aren't you booked on the MPW show? I thought I saw you on a flyer.
Oh yes, I'm booked. I don't know exactly who myself and my partner who recently came out as Dr. Feelgood. So he's been very excited about that. But yes, I'm not,
Strippers and feeling good, I guess.
I mean, I'm feeling good.
oh yes. But yeah, we don't know who we'll be facing quite yet. But last week we were up against Brawlin' Bo Cooper and his protege Drew Everest for the
Very
Rude Crude
cool.
and Tattooed group.
All right. all
Yes.
right.
Unfortunately, we won due to outside interference, which was.
Ah,
I'd rather lose because someone's better than me than to win due to that type of method. Anyway, off the MPW this Friday. We're going to be. Let's see. The Millennium Cup's going to continue on. I'm very excited to see who's going to be who's finally going to make it to the finals.
hi, Nora.
Hi, Nora. I can't.
Hi, Nora.
I won't say hi, Nora, just because you said it.
Nora is one of the fans from OCCW. Her daughter Ashley has actually trained with us in the
Okay.
past.
Oh, wait. Is she the young 14?
Yes.
Yes, I had the
very
privilege
young
of training with her.
Ashley. Yes.
Yes, I know who that is. How you doing, Nora?
That's her mom. So we always say hi to Nora because
I
love her.
felt bad because I was beating up her daughter.
Hello, Nora.
Well, besides MPW, what else?
You know what? Sunday, I'll be in Las Vegas at Big Valley Wrestling. I'm very excited to see some of the guys wrestle up there.
Divine Intervention's been there a few times, haven't they?
Yes, Divine Intervention is returning. I believe Mikey O'Shea will also be joining. I'm not sure if Tony Reyes is doing this show or not.
I thought Mikey O'Shea was out of town in Oregon, or is that this past
He
weekend?
was. That was this past
Oh,
weekend.
okay.
This weekend coming up, I believe he is doing Millennium Pro and I want to say Big Valley. Yes, is the 2 that he's doing.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
we actually have the flyer. There he is.
He's going to be up against Brandon Devine.
Yes. Let's see.
Yes, There I am over in the far back, and there's me partner, Dr.
Is that
Philip
Enzo?
Esgood.
Is that Enzo in the right there where your hand was?
Oh,
That looks like Enzo.
you mean right here?
No, opposite side.
Right here?
I'll move you on the other way. Right, up, right there.
Oh no, that is me partner. That is Dr. Philgood.
That guy looks like Enzo.
Kinda, it really
Nice
does.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Let's see. Devin says, the Raw anniversary is coming up. How do you feel about the direction since it started?
Okay, well, I've kind of been a little fixated over the latest Raw, which Braun Strowman just went on a bloody tear. Oh my God! Oh, I'm just, my heart leapt with joy, especially when he put that bugger through the table, and it's like he's full with blood loss, and it's timed with cake, and that poor bugger was standing there in terror, and he flipped a truck.
Someone enjoy the hell out of that.
Right?
Um,
My first live show that I got to go to was actually SmackDown.
oh, okay.
And since then, I've been following it really regularly because I've always just been on the indie scene my whole life with my dad. So watching Raw now from what it was when I was a kid, I was so into the Attitude Era that I'm almost disappointed with
Really?
the way things are now. And I think it's just the attitude in me that wants to just
Here's my
let it
take on
loose,
that.
but-
Which is real quick. I mean, I'm excited about the Raw 25. I want to see what they do with it.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things that I'm kind of disappointed on, which I hope are false rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard Edge and Christian will not be there. Two of my favorite,
that
one of
would
my
be
favorite
very
tag teams.
disappointing.
I mean, they were pioneers of how it's all changed. What I don't understand is how everybody is always mad at WWE because there's PG, and I mean,
But you have to understand, there's kids. There's
Well-
hundreds of thousands of kids watching that.
the thing is wrestling doesn't matter if it's PG or not. Wrestling
Right,
is
it's
wrestling.
wrestling.
You can put on a great match. I mean, a great example is going to be now that Ricochet is there. You know, I'm very eager to see him work against Adam Cole, baby.
It would be nice if he was able to somehow revive 205 Live.
Oh, it would.
Right.
But I mean, the thing is these guys there put on great matches, put their bodies on the line. It doesn't matter if it's PG or not. We're watching it for the wrestling. I mean, as far as I know, I'm not watching it for the soap opera version. I mean, I want to see
Right.
these guys just showcase what they can do. You know, the flips, the turns, the stories that they put inside that ring.
Right.
That's what keeps me as a fan. Like,
I think I just missed the story, like that fire. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
the
just
thought-
because I'm such an attitude. I'm so extra myself.
well, the Attitude Era was huge. I mean, I grew up watching, you know, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. I
Right.
went through that phase, and then, you know, the Attitude Era came in, which the Attitude Era came in, but for me, it was I would have rather watched ECW because the wrestling was there. The
Right.
Eddie Guerrero versus
Right.
Chris Benoit
Right.
or Dean Malenko. It was the appreciation of the wrestling, and then of course you had the violence. It was kind of what you get
Right, I love
at an
it.
indie show. You know, you get a little bit of everything.
Right.
A great example is, you know, this Friday at PCW, you're gonna have Mariachi Loco versus I'm gonna kill myself because I can't pronounce his name, but Kikitaro.
Oh, Kikitaro.
Kikutaro.
Yeah.
Kikitaro.
Kikutaro.
That match
I say it
for
wrong every
me
time,
is
too.
gonna be an exciting match to watch because you have two guys that can go in there and put on a show both with Kikitaro's comedy, and then you have Mariachi Loco's high flying with Lucha
Right.
Libre.
Exactly.
You know, and then I believe you know, then they'll probably have a hardcore match somewhere in between there, and then you're gonna have a technical match. It kind of reminds me of what ECW was. It was
Right.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, when it comes to WWE, you're getting a little bit of everything. You have the PG for the kids, and then you're gonna, you know, it's like a great example is like I'll throw WrestleMania in here because this has a little bit of everything. You have the PG, and then you have a
Right.
match where you have Shane McMahon jumping off of a cage, you know, dropping an elbow on Kevin Owens. You know, it's just a mixture of it all and a great match. So when it comes to Raw 25, I'm excited to see. Just because you're going to get a chance to see almost all three versions of what I just talked about. You know, you'll probably get a surprise like a Ric Flair or somebody from that era. because I can pretty much not guarantee, but I'll put my money on that Hulk Hogan will not be appearing. But if he did, you get that
He did
era.
release a statement about that.
Oh.
So I need to go back and reread it. But it did sound like he would not be there.
Yeah, it didn't. Totally
So.
didn't. And I don't. I can't say much about that.
Devin says their wrestling is solid, but their promos need work. I can see that. There are some people that I've seen release some pretty.
I think
tough
that's where the
promos,
Attitude Era is missed, because they had that freedom
They did. They had all that creative freedom.
of that aspect of,
Right.
of being themselves.
Whereas now they have to follow, the guidelines that they're given.
yeah,
Yes.
because they can't call themselves wrestlers. Which, speaking of that, this past week the Revival, is it the Revival?
Let's see. Was it?
No. Who are those two? Who are those two guys on WWE right now?
Was it?
Oh, dang it.
Oh, come on.
I just read this like 20 minutes ago. And now I can't
I'm gonna
think of
kick
what their
myself in
name
the
was.
butt, but it's those two great, awesome tag team. They went and cut a promo at the end talking about they're not here to check their social media or how many likes they got on a
Right.
picture, because they're wrestlers, they're not superstars. I love that promo because they
Right.
can't use the word wrestling in WWE, or a wrestler. But the fact that they said that, I loved it.
It's awesome.
And it's like, okay, so where are we going with this? And I hope they use them properly.
Did they take?
The last promo I went out of my way to watch that was from the WWE was the John Cena and Roman Reigns.
Yes.
That was, John Cena just raked him through the mud.
The thing
It
is
was
that,
intense.
and it sounded like he was even trying to get Roman to lighten up a bit, just kind of show that passion.
Right.
It didn't work all the way, but you kind of was starting to see little sparks in Roman.
Yeah.
You know what I love to see on the mic though at WWE?
Who?
Bray Wyatt.
Absolutely.
Yes, mate.
Absolutely.
I was hoping that this whole Wyatt and Hardy feud would kind of get that shot in the arm to this thing, but I'm not seeing that much of it.
I want to say I feel like they're building something for Mania. Because I think that they're going to be. I think if they try to do something for Rumble, it's too rushed.
That
Yeah,
is true.
I think it's too
that is
soon.
true.
Because where they have no room. You have these title matches, then you got the 2 Rumble matches.
Right.
And I remember it looks like Woken Matt Hardy is introducing some of his old elements. Like there was a video in which he was teasing at Senor Benjamin, and the latest one where he was teasing Vanguard 1. So it looks like he's slowly bringing his entourage back, and there's probably going to be one for Brother Nero before the whole Mania thing, before they finally really go at it. But yeah, though I do wish they would tone down on that bloody laugh. That goes on way too bloody long. And I know it's hypocritical of me to criticize evil laughs, but
It goes. Well, we were just a little bit ago. I was touching on the PCW, and with that, earlier I announced that we'd have a special guest. So speaking of that, I think it's appropriate. We're going to bring him on in a little bit, about a few seconds. We'll be having Mariachi Loco. I want to get his intake, and I think it's about time we're going to bring him on.
yes.
So at this time, we were bringing on a good friend of mine, actually, someone who I've had the opportunity to get in the ring and train with, and someone who I enjoy watching. And he'll be taking on Kikutaro. I'm going to keep saying that wrong, and I'm just going to get punched. I know I'm going to get a receipt
Butcher
from
it 10 more
somebody.
times, 10 times
I'm
fast.
trying.
Keiko
Let's bring on the one and only El Mariachi Loco.
Yay!
Hello, Mr. Loco.
Hello.
Can I call you Mr. Loco?
Call me anything you want, baby.
Okay, Mr. Loco.
Well, there I am.
There you are.
There you
Can we
are.
get him? There he is.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to.
All right. Yeah, go right ahead.
Now, I've actually seen, I'm going to say his name wrong, too. I'm not even going to try it. The first time I saw him wrestle was actually at BVW in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So,
Did he do the slow motion thing?
he did.
Love the
He
slow
did.
motion.
Oh,
was great.
Can't wait. I can't wait for this match. Every time I see this guy, he was like, "Oh, that's you." And
Yeah.
sorry guys, I'm new at this. He's always telling me we need to have a match. We need to have a match, and finally, PCW Ultra is gonna make it happen.
Is this the first time you wrestle him?
This is the very first time I actually wrestle against Kikutaro. Yes, I'm
Very nice.
very, very excited. It's gonna be. I'm sure it's gonna be very comedic. I'm gonna try to outdo him, but I'm sure he's gonna, get his way. But hopefully I win. Sorry, but I'm drinking this amazing organic cola, which is the greatest thing ever. Low calories, free sodium, no gluten, caffeine free. It's delicious.
He's looking for
Very nice.
sponsors, so we're just gonna throw it out.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You want to sponsor
Got it
it?
at 99
Go right
cent stores,
ahead.
too.
Well, I'm happy with any sponsors as long as I don't have to
broke it.
dumpster dive for me.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
So, guys,
That's even better. There you go. It's like a.
I usually do this kind of stuff, so
Great.
It looks like a proper promo now.
You know
Uh,
what? You're not the first person who's broken that, so it's okay.
I did break it.
So, I do have a question for Mariachi,
still
actually.
conscious.
Okay.
How difficult is it for you to get in the ring with somebody like from another country? You know, in the sense of learning their styles or learning their moves so that, you know, you can come out on top.
You study them. Yeah, as easy as that. You go and study them, and they know exactly what they're going to give you. You go in there, and you just, I mean, you're going to expect the unexpected, of course. But you always want to be, you know, at their own game, at their own pace, and at their own level. You go and look at videos of the wrestler on YouTube. YouTube's a beautiful thing to do, guys. If you haven't seen YouTube, go to youtube.com, and you give you all these amazing videos in there. Crazy, right? But anyways,
I mean, I saw one video. It had these two girls.
no, not that one.
Is that the wrong tube?
Speaking
That
of
the other
YouTube,
two.
If you're gonna go to YouTube, visit our free admissions YouTube
I'm
page
sorry.
and give us a like.
I'm already,
Or did you
I'm
say-
sure.
so
Give
you're
us a
saying before I
like,
got in
give us
trouble?
funding, give us monies.
Subscribe.
I did break it, dude.
No, don't
Message
worry,
us.
we'll fix it. That's fixable.
It's fixable.
I'm putting it in the hole.
That's the wrong tube. That's the wrong tube. So have you-
Wait, not that one.
I so want to
So
do the
what?
joke.
What time does PCW start? Do you know? Does anybody know? Where's the time on
Does
that?
it say it on the flyer?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, it does not.
No, it just
Like
says.
It
VIP
just
is
says
at
when and where.
5 p.m. and then 6 o'clock, and I think bell time is at 7 o'clock or 7:30. I
No.
suck at promoting this, right?
Don't worry. So I see you wearing a Lucha Underground sweater.
It's
Is
cold
it-
outside, dude.
Whoa.
What do you want me to wear?
I was gonna ask
It
about
is
the season
January.
4.
What about it?
Or is there anything you can tell us about season 4? That's not,
Amazing.
really. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Okay.
I think that's code for I probably shouldn't talk about this.
right.
No, it's confirmed. It's ready to go. We're about to shoot within the next few months. I mean, you just gotta, if you want to go, you gotta stay tuned and just follow their page and make sure that you're on it because it's gonna go quick. I think we're doing
cool.
at least like 29 episodes, at least for right now. So it's confirmed. It's ready to go, and I'm ready.
Very nice.
I look forward to
For
it.
those of you who haven't seen Lucha Underground, I believe it is still on Netflix, so go ahead, get on there and check
Episode
it out.
3, you'll see this local somewhere around there wrestling this little guy. You know him, right?
The little guy? Yeah, I know that little guy.
Mascarita Sagrada
That's the way. Chaparro.
kicks my ass. Whatever. No spoilers.
He told nothing at all. I think he bit you too, but I didn't remember that part that well.
I don't know what it was, but he kind of he was a little
So-
scary.
Mariachi, how long have you been wrestling?
Ooh! Pretty long. Actually, I started training back in March of 2008.
Oh, wow.
2008. My debut match was September 13th of 2008. So it took me
Very
that
cool.
long. And I ventured out from this WPW. I'm sure you know it. World Wrestling World Power Wrestling. What is it? again?
We're live.
World
This is
Power
live.
Wrestling. What is it again? Martin's gonna kick my ass.
Yes, he is.
WPW with Martin Marin.
I just called it
I
WPW.
have not wrestled for him in a long time. Actually, he messaged me the other day. I think I'm going to be there tomorrow at
With
training.
with his botch, you might
Training
not wrestle there.
Right. I forget. I'm not going to even say it anymore. Anyways, yeah, I remember I started my first match was September 13, 2008 at the LA County Fair. I wrestled like
very
10
cool.
times that day. In the Battle Royal, which was almost going to be my last match, too. I was thrown out the ring over the top turnbuckle onto the floor.
Oh my
I thought I was going to
gosh.
die. Luckily, I knew how to take a bump from all the way up there.
Protect yourself.
Because injuries are sucky.
As we
Yeah,
have
we were just
established
talking
before.
about Paige's injury earlier.
I was playing basketball downstairs, so I don't know what you're talking about. It's a cool place here, dude. I got lost. They have a food truck in the front.
They're pretty good. Dollar tacos.
Got lost.
Yeah.
I mean, you're eating organic, so I don't know if the tacos are organic.
Bro,
But.
they're organic. Tienen cilantro.
Okay. You know, I had a friend tell me today that, she saw a homeless guy refuse food because he said he was a vegan.
There's
Really?
nothing wrong with that.
And then I looked at her and I said, how could he go hungry?
What's up,
He
fool?
sleeps in a park
Oh,
and
sorry.
it's full of grass. It's like a buffet for them, It's like you can't go hungry.
Fun fact, when I was little, this ended by the time I turned 4, but I would literally pick up handfuls of grass and eat it.
What?
To like salad. Like I told my mom I wanted salad, I'd go
I
outside
used to
and
eat
grass.
bricks. I'm not kidding you. My mom would put hot sauce on the bricks so I won't eat it. It
Oh
worked.
my gosh. I used to grab the bottles of hot sauce.
Yeah. I remember I used to
was a
eat
bad
worms for money. That
Worms?
was fun.
I'll eat a worm right now.
So WPW is where you start. I remember that place at the marketplace, right?
At the marketplace.
The marketplace. I love that place. I used to go
John
there all
Cena
the time.
wrestled there once as a prototype. The first champion was the Fallen Angel, Christopher
yeah,
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, he didn't like me that much. That's another story. But
I don't think no one likes you, bro.
Oh, Jeremy Romero says Mariachi Loco is #1.
oh, look at that, Jerry
Thank you.
Romero.
Sal says bricks, grass, worms, it's all at your local park. Mm-mm.
And it's all organic.
All okay.
It's all organic. Dig in.
So aside from PCW, you working anywhere else? Anything else coming up?
Yeah, the 27th. I'm working for OCCW. Official. Well, I mean, I wrestled for OCCW once. It was in a battle royal. I got eliminated, and I was gone. I don't think anyone knew about that, but officially, I'm debuting for OCCW on the 27th.
You know it's a cage match, right?
Huh?
Oh,
Cage
yes.
match. Every match is in a cage.
It's true.
No mames.
Every match is in a cage.
Didn't you read the title?
Shit. I guess I could.
So is this your first cage match? I should ask.
No, I like cage matches. They hurt.
How many cage matches have you been in?
Too many. I was in an invisible cage match once at the
Ooh.
Brian Kendrick. No, it wasn't. I was against Brian Kendrick, and it was with what was Kazarni's
Freak show?
is a freak. Yeah, freak show.
Freak show.
Dude, it was the funnest thing ever. There was an invisible cage match, and it hurt too. I don't know why, but it was.
That must have been a pain to set up if you can't really see the bits.
You know what? I'm gonna post it online.
Love it.
I'm gonna post
Do
it on Facebook.
If,
and
you know
see.
what? If you can post it on the free admissions page, we would love to view that.
I'm gonna forward to you guys, and
So
we'll make sure we do it.
that is so
It hurt.
There's something about freak show wrestling that
I
is
love
very
freak
entertaining.
shows
It's
so
great.
much.
I had
They-
fun. I had tons of fun.
They embrace the madness. I've been told multiple times to go there, but it's like, where do I go?
Oh, it's
You never worked there
phenomenal.
yet?
Oh, I've
Dude, best gimmick ever.
Somebody who looked like me,
Oh my
called
gosh,
Womankind,
yeah.
was there as a rosebud, but not me,
Okay.
not Heidi.
So much sugar. I really don't buy sugar donuts.
I have donuts too if you want them.
No.
I have all the junk food.
I need to get in better shape.
You got Oreos?
I haven't done
I like
anything.
Oreos.
I'm
Guys, I like Oreos. If you ever go to a show and you want to, like,
Get on his good side.
yeah, just give me Oreos.
Note to self.
I like strippers.
No, mom.
Throw
Just throw strippers at Freddy.
All right, so
Male or female?
okay, so
Those
Female.
dos.
Female.
I was gonna say, does he have a preference?
Liar.
Doesn't matter.
if you want, I'll take whoever you reject.
Okay.
Oh, alrighty then.
How you wait?
That escalated quickly.
Okay, so strippers and
Oreos.
Oreos. Good, I got it.
Bricks, grass, and what else?
Worms.
Worms.
Worms. Yeah.
Worms.
Great combo.
The Lord Atu loves grass, by the way, if you want to bring him anything, any fans want to bring him.
Not that kind of grass.
No, I thought that was Cholo. Cholo likes
Hey, vato. Relax, relax. My homie right there. Love you, Cholo.
All of a sudden.
What's up, fool?
There's
Come
a little
over.
hate.
He lives right like in Santa Ana. He could have come over here, but no. He's probably out there just
Riding low
being
with his
little.
girl.
Being little.
In case you don't know that reference, it's
I'm 4 years old.
Making me feel older. You know the
You were both older than
well, listen, you guys just had a great match at that donation show.
Oh yes.
You and Cholo. And who's the other
Of
Cholo?
course, because he wrestled with me.
Who's the guy that was in the match?
Oh, Infernal.
Yeah.
Infernal. Oh, dude, Infernal is one of the guys that started training me. Cholo, Infernal. No, Martina should take credit.
Whenever you feel like you're done.
But it's for behold our teeth. I must oblige.
Oh, why do you call him? Don't give him that dignity.
Divine intervention, respect, mate.
Mate, see, you are totally Australian right now.
You know what? No, British. Yes. We had a foreign exchange student. She could not remember my name was Dakota. She called me mate for 2 years.
All I know is that, okay, all I know,
She did.
all I know is Keegan always calls me a legend, you know, freaking legend, like, that's all he says.
Think about this. Where do you think the Australians came?
What?
From down under.
They were all refuse. Men. They came from
Biohacker TV says nice background.
Thanks.
Oh, and Mike Carullo says hi, Heidi.
Hello. And also goodbye.
Where are you going? You're switching.
Marco says Candice LeRae last independent wrestling match this January the 18th before she goes to WWE NXT. Bar Wrestling against longtime friend Joey Ryan. That's going to be a good one. Yes, so feel free to check that out. Bar Wrestling. You know, last time they had what was his name was on there?
Are you doing any bar wrestling?
Oh, something happened to the audio.
So BT. I know, dude. I was so jealous. I wish I went to that show. But dude,
We're fixing it.
Did you train
Sorry
at
about that.
the marketplace?
Yep.
It's funny because I started training across the street from the marketplace at Mach 1 Wrestling.
Yeah, I remember when that opened up, Martin was so mad. What the I don't know. Yeah, I remember I passing by. I used to live like 4 or 5 blocks away from that area, so I would pass by there all the time. I used to go and watch Martin's show all the time. Back, I think,
Somebody was playing with our soundboard. It's fine.
They can't hear us. They can't even hear us.
They can hear you. It's just empty.
Nora's excited to see you, by the way, because she kept asking for you, like, what happened to the guys? I was doing a bad job or something, so I apologize.
No.
Nora's just used to seeing the set thing.
Well, that.
We're trying to break away from that.
Bringing in you.
We are. So funny.
I kind of like I totally steal it. I kind of like I steal it.
You steal it,
but I
I
honor it. You know, it's like that one.
Sal wants you guys to do sign interpretations. Do you guys know sign language?
Oh wait, that's gang.
You know my favorite. What is it? It's like 3. How are we doing it?
Cero miedo.
Isn't that white power?
That's cero miedo.
My brother. If my brother was here, he would have done it. He's actually.
What's the Trump thing?
Because it's 3.
Isn't everyone
majored
doing
in
this
something
now?
like that.
White
Really?
W.
Something.
I've
BTW.
never met your brother, but I think I saw him wrestle once.
Oh, that's another one.
That's okay. Damn,
The one without the one that didn't wrestle.
So you have a lot of brothers that do wrestle?
No, I just have one. Well, we used to. Now he's got married and.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Do you get
Don't get married, guys.
You get married and then wrestling's just over.
Well, I got married and I was wrestling.
Pobrecito.
But then, you know, me and her had a lot in common. We both like women, so, you know.
Okay.
All right, and I have confirmation that the audio is back to normal. So.
Sweet.
Woo!
So-
Woohoo!
Sí.
Well, do they really need to sign each other, or should we just have somebody type really fast?
So,
No, it's fine.
speaking of the 27th, the cage match,
Ooh.
who are you
Oh, we don't talk about
we
that
don't
here.
We were talking
We
about
don't
cage
talk about
matches.
De La O's business here. I'm just kidding.
Talking about the Lord Artu's business.
I don't know, but you know
For
the
those
guy.
of you who have to avoid your
The guy.
can't go to the
Angels, you know he's
show.
wrestling?
You can go to UEW, Sovereign
dude.
Slaughter.
Are you still bringing up the UEW?
The dude in the treadmill was like, "Look good in the cage."
You know,
relax.
on the record, and he knows this. I tried my hardest to try to get him booked on a UEW show.
You know, I've tried my hardest to get myself booked on a UEW show. For some reason, they just... Oh, that's, the
I
one
just showed
time.
up and
There was
then
one
They
time.
threw me on with Tony Reyes. And
He killed you.
For some reason, they don't want to let me do a Lego death match. I think it would be fun.
Lego
I bashed
death
my
match.
head on
He
the
was in a
corner post.
not in a Lego match, but a match that included these giant ass Lego.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that hurt.
I want to straight up. I want to have a Lego death match.
What is his name?
He wrestled
30
Dirty
Run.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I seen him wrestle at all his shows, man. He's like...
And it's funny because I did like that springboard leg drop, you know, on cue, but then I got a piece
I'm
of
not
like
reading
the
Joey's
block.
comment.
Shut up your ass.
Ay!
Oh, man. You became Jose Jalapeno on a Lego.
Nomás sentí.
and that's
Oh,
as
man.
Mexican as I get.
What is the most gnarly thing you've done for pro wrestling?
I'm trying to find
Good question. Go ahead.
To get booked, or
Chino, you know where's that gonna go?
well, obviously I'm not doing it because I'm not booked anywhere.
Oh,
so.
good point. Good point.
Oh,
Didn't work, or you
man.
didn't do it enough.
That
That's
escalated
true.
quickly. I mean, like, obviously, like my dad, he wrestled with a broken hand in a death
Chingus.
match in a cage. I think that's probably the most extreme he's
I
ever
broke
done.
his hand.
Who's?
Yeah, her dad's.
Oh,
Or
that's
his
true. You
thumb.
broke his thumb.
I broke
On
his
purpose,
thumb.
dude?
Yeah, because he owed me money.
Oh, okay.
He's like, where's my money?
Whatever.
Bah! Broke his thumb.
If it's more than 50, then it's okay.
Next time I'm getting the other thumb, and then he paid me. It's cool, you know. He didn't pay me in money. He paid me something else, but it's cool.
I kind of don't believe that story.
What story?
It was there. It was
that
at
it was for money.
It was at Touch of Hardcore. No, yeah, no. Big Homie Doubles promotion. I think it was
Yeah.
Touch of Hardcore.
Because it was before I came out here.
Yeah, because they were running at the UEW arena,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like.
Yeah, I think it was such hardcore. Yeah.
It was the moment I realized that I'm not made to be a hardcore wrestler because it was a hardcore match, right? Biggie Biggs had me in a powerbomb position with thumbtacks all over the floor. I'm terrified out of my mind.
I remember
And
that.
then here come Urban Discipline, Max Ammo, Jimmy Mayhem, nail Biggie Biggs. I give him a big back body drop onto the thumbtacks, right? I lose my balance. I put my hand down, and one thumbtack shoots into my finger, and I scream like a bitch. I'm like, ah, fuck, just ah. I turn around and Biggie Biggs is just rolling around in the thumbtacks, just yelling.
Taking it like a man.
rolling
Because he's
around.
fluffy.
And I'm like, I pull out the thumbtack. I pull out the thumbtack. I pin Biggie in the most bitchy way ever. I put I plank on him, pretty much, because I don't want to touch the thumbtacks. 1, 2, 3, I push off him and I get the fuck out. And I realized at that point, I'm probably not a deathmatch guy at all. whatsoever.
You know what? Similar story, but I didn't die. Speaking of cage matches, I was in a cage match down in VWE, down in somewhere in Centro.
Yeah.
And it was a three-way. It was Cholo, of course. Cholo always wants to wrestle me. I don't know why. Whatever. SoCal Crazy and myself in a cage match. Somehow, some way, thumbtacks were thrown in the ring. Same thing. Cholo throws it, whatever. Big powerbomb onto the thumbtacks. But then stupid me goes for the cover. And I put my hands down, and I just get this one little thumbtack right in the palm. I was like, "Grah!" I yelled. I actually yelled that way. It hurt so bad. I'm like, yeah, me too. I was like, no, never doing hardcore matches.
Yeah, so if you ever want to book me in just a pure wrestling match, I'll make you laugh, I'll make you cry, but I won't fucking bleed.
You
like
know,
that.
the worst I ever saw was actually Andre Verdun. He was wrestling a death match
Oh, I heard about that.
with Bobby Hollywood, and he happened to swing a light tube and missed and got him in the neck, 1/4 of an inch from his carotid artery, and almost killed him.
Awesome.
So, and then afterwards, we sent him to the hospital, and so we're picking all the tacks out of Bobby Hollywood, and he's just like, "What happened?"
But it's okay,
What'd I
though.
do?
Wrestling's fake, though. So,
What?
It's okay. He didn't die, right? Because wrestling's fake?
They saved his life, luckily. He's got a permanent scar.
Jeez.
Scars are cool.
Scars are cool.
Do chicks still dig scars?
They had to give him
It
stitches
depends.
inside and out, so that's cool.
Because, no one's really jumping on Freddy Krueger's dick, and he's all scarred up.
True.
You know who I can't wait to make their return? Michael Kruger.
Stone Cold.
Oh!
Don't go.
I miss
think we're
Michael
getting-
Kruger. Is he?
Y-
Because
you-
it's already been
Nothing's
over
been
about a year, right?
confirmed.
What happened to him?
But he tore his ACL and had to have surgery.
During a match?
Huh?
I believe
Was
it
it
was
during a match, or-
I believe he
It
wrestled
was-
a few matches
he-
after that. Because
He injured it initially, I believe, while he was wrestling in Arizona.
I met him in Arizona.
And he continued to wrestle on it because he didn't think it was injured as bad as it was, and he ended up hurting it worse.
Because
Typical.
he was at UEW when he wrestled the match,
Mhm.
and it was just unbearable for him. Because I wrestled Tony that same match, busted my knee up because I did a frog splash off the top. First time I've ever done it. Tony rolled out the way, and all my weight came crashing down on my knee.
Mhm.
Fucked up my knee for. It's still technically messed up, and it's almost been a year. But
Knees take forever. Knees and elbows.
I'm gonna step out for a little bit, but
Really?
I'm gonna tag in real quick.
You're going to go pee,
All right.
He's going to go
Tag
pee.
in.
He has to tinkle.
that's what happens when you. Oh wait, you're not drinking the organic soda.
And it's vegan, too. I just read it. It's vegan.
Look, I'm
It's
gonna
great.
tag in. You're gonna hear the tag.
So wait, are you telling? Are other sodas not vegan or something?
I don't know. This is what it says. Vegan. What's up, Mikey? I love this guy.
I don't like this
Hi,
shirt. Where's the
Mikey.
green shirt? I like your camouflage.
Sorry.
You're the real John Cena.
Yes, we have gummy worms.
Who brought these?
We did.
Don't ask questions. Just eat it before they take it
I
away.
made cookies last time.
It may or may not be
I thought we were
medicated.
ready this time.
Eh.
I was going to.
By
But then I wanted
medicated,
gummy
mean
worms.
roofied.
Mikey,
Cookies.
so you've heard the stories of these gentlemen. Yeah, what about you? Any interesting war stories?
Horror stories?
Horror stories.
Like, what is the
Hardcore match.
most dangerous, worst thing you've done for pro wrestling?
Oh man, I'm fucking softcore compared to these guys. I've like the only time I ever bled was like twice.
I mean, you
One-
wrestled Jesus, didn't you? Isn't that pretty dangerous?
I wrestled Jesus.
Wrestling, yeah. Wrestling
That would be the
Jesus is
opposite, because
pretty
if he
dangerous.
accidentally hurts you, he can just fix you up. He's like, oh, busted head. He healed my brother.
Well, I don't think he would because I
Ask him
ended
to
up
turn your
low
blood
blowing
into
him and
wine.
stealing his mother.
That's what I would do.
That's true.
So yeah.
Oh,
Totally
Then you
yeah.
just turn the other
Oh, that was
cheek
freak
and
show.
still heal you.
That was free.
That's freak show. I
Hashtag
love
gold
it.
digger. Hashtag John Morrison. PCW. If you're looking for a free show match, Santa Claus versus Jesus Christ round 2. Anyways, no, I really unlike these guys. I never thankfully came across any thumbtacks. I mean,
You suck.
the only time I ever bled was twice. It was one against this Russian wolf up NorCal, Alexis Derevko. He and Sasha Derevko attacked me during a battleground match back in 2011.
Sons of bitches.
Then over 3 years ago now, last time I bled was against Adam Pearce in a cage match. That's as hardcore as I got. I mean, no, I actually bled 3 times.
Adam
One
Pearce-
was
Adam Pearce hit you twice, right? He made you bleed twice. Because remember, he got you in the
well, yeah.
He gave you that big ass.
He roundhouse elbowed me straight in the chin, and yeah, it opened it up. That was
Ooh.
I definitely won his respect after that.
I was there for that shit.
But Extreme Loco, I remember taking him on 3 Stages of Hell in Battleground 2012, and I bled and I went through a bunch of tables in that match. That's as hardcore as I got compared to these guys. If you want me in a thumbtack match or any of that shit, you better pay me at least 4 figures. That's all I'm saying.
4 figures and a heart attack grill.
Right in the middle of the ring.
I feel like I step on thumbtacks so often that now I go,
God
and I just
bless.
pull it out and throw it.
Hey,
Like,
God bless anybody that wants to do death matches, but I ain't doing it for nothing.
yeah, see, like I'm not above. I know I said I wouldn't. I'm not a deathmatch guy, but I would totally do thumbtacks and all that crazy shit if I ever had a chance to be in a WWE ring. That right there,
Makes
I'll
sense.
do. There's nothing I won't do inside of a WWE ring because that's what got me. That's what got me going. That's what like.
Good luck trying to get them to do
You know
thumbtacks
what
again.
sparked
Oh, yeah,
my
no,
interest
I'm
in
happy that-
I feel
thumbtacks?
like they would do that over
It was actually, I saw Tommy
Impact
Dreamer
Wrestling,
wrestle
if
at
anything. Or Ring
3PW,
of Honor.
one of their last shows.
Or
And I remember
LU.
he pulled out a bag of thumbtacks and emptied it out in the middle of the ring. And like everybody else was like, ugh. And I was like, yeah.
I like Joey Ryan's
yeah.
better when he like pulls out gummy bears and shit.
Oh,
that
oh
I'll
my
do.
gosh, that's
I'll do a
funny.
match with gummy bears.
did he pull out Legos one time?
I believe, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
That's-
but the gummy bears, that's more him. Gummy bears and fucking lollipops. Imagine
Yeah.
taking powerbomb on
You know
that.
what? I heard he can sell those lollipops after he's put them in his mouth and his pants for $80 a pop.
Did you tell him to tell him
He
this?
did, as far as I know, he did it once.
That's
Like-
disgusting.
Did you tell him this Thursday about the bar wrestling show? Is it this Thursday?
We have mentioned it, yes.
You're wrestling this Thursday,
Um,
right? At bar wrestling?
No.
Who was it?
He's
Marcos
like-
Martinez actually commented about it.
Yeah, like
So,
this is going to be the last ever
chime in.
independent show for Candice LeRae before
It
she
is.
finally goes to WWE.
Yes.
So yeah,
Very exciting.
congratulations. You know what? Good for her, man. Just, like it took her a very long time.
Very long.
But
And that's why Azrael is in here because he's crying. He's not ready to let her go. She said
But
one
you know
thing
what?
nice to him. And
Candice, whether you see this or not, I don't care. I did some
Candice.
training sessions with her at Mach 1. She was sometimes a substitute for Joey Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing human being. You deserved this a long time ago, but better late than never. Good for you, Candice. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
she's still young.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get shit for this, but this past weekend was the first time I saw that match with her and Joey Ryan versus the Young Bucks.
Oh, where she got
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
crimsoned and
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
dude.
yes, I have the photos.
She
Candice is a
more
freaking
ball-
beast.
She has more balls than Well,
Joey the
me for
Bull
sure.
says he will be here next week, and don't forget to check out YouTube OCCW La Raza Cage Match 2 promos. Yes.
That's right.
We do have those promos. Unfortunately, they won't currently load onto our system, so we will have those ready for you next week for viewing.
Because everyone knows Divine Intervention is the far superior group.
I know we're on
Compared to
camera, but
Rasa.
I know we're on camera, but seriously,
We actually
I'm
have a
very
Divine
excited
Intervention
to do it again,
meme.
Joseph.
Oh!
It's
Yeah.
not really a
Look at
meme.
this.
I was just bored and
I got a couple of
put
things in
together
mind I
because
could do to that guy.
it worked.
Hey, güey, préstame mi teléfono.
Have you
I
ever
was
wrestled,
always
Joseph?
intrigued.
Nope.
Oh, this is gonna be this. There you go.
Nope. It's,
Has anyone ever told you to your face wrestling is fake? Have
This-
you ever done
yes.
something to them after they have said that?
The
I yelled at
shittiest,
him.
the
I
shitty
actually-
person. that
Every
gave birth to
time
my
someone
dad.
tells me wrestling is fake, I either punch them or kick them or I do something to physically bother them. To
Engineer,
the point.
get David Arquette a Ready to Rumble clip of when he responds to wrestling is fake.
It might be.
She's looking at you like
Wrestling's
the
not
fuck?
fake.
So you don't even need it.
I mean, I like wrestling.
I just got that a few weeks ago.
Hold on.
Crack
You
me
hear
up.
the you're gonna be a wrestler? You got trouble wrestling your wiener out. Take a leak.
I feel like
pull the-
wrestling
that
should
all the way.
legit still have
Ready
the
to rumble?
hookers who
Long
prove to
time
the
ago.
fans,
man,
you
it's
a
know,
long time
look,
ago.
what we do is legit.
I really wish WWE made one.
I
like
wish
that.
I wish that
would've
was
been
still
so
a
good.
very valid thing.
I don't get offended when people ask me, "Is wrestling fake?" The
I
only
don't
thing-
get offended.
The only time I ever got offended was
I get
actually
offended when
recently.
they're like wrestling is fake, and I'm like, okay, you get in that ring right now.
The only time I ever got
Prove it to me.
offended was recently with that porn star.
Oh, that.
And it's not because she thought wrestling was fake. It's because she thought it was.
it was easy.
It was a disrespectful.
right.
It was a disrespectful way to
lesser
live.
than
What?
lesser than porn. Pro wrestling is lesser than porn.
Technically, it kind of is. Have you ever seen
We're all
porn
going
star
to hell.
houses compared to our wrestlers' houses?
I'll give her that.
She did.
Very true.
No pun intended.
Joey dated a porn star for a while, and huh?
Which Joey?
Joey Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does he want to give this away?
Probably not.
I'm pretty sure it's well known. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm just gonna say
You got some right
But
there.
I want some not
he
sour
dated her,
ones.
and
This is sour.
I followed her on Instagram because I met her a few times. She's cool as hell. Her best
I
friend
just want
was-
one.
Her best friend was friends
hit
with
the
my
mic.
cousin-in-law.
I
So-
dropped it again.
We she would post pictures of her house, her cars, and stuff like that, compared to like other wrestlers that would post pictures of their house and their cars. And let's just say she's doing way better taking dick than.
What about you, Mariachi?
I don't take dick.
When you
But you look like you would be pretty good if you did.
No.
when you retire from wrestling, you want to be a porn star?
Nah.
You could totally be a porn star. Dude.
You got the moves.
Imagine
You
the
got
storylines.
you got the Chippendale moves.
Let me lay it down for you. Chick is just chilling. Then
Hey, engineer,
trumpets playing in the
put
background.
on some genuine
Right?
in the background right now.
No, not genuine. You got some trumpets playing.
Guys, we don't want to get another cease and desist, okay?
Did we get?
I'm just saying, he pops up out of nowhere with a trumpet.
Genuine ain't gonna give a shit. I watched him perform back in December. Man, he was.
know.
It's another story, but
Does
yeah,
he still
genuine.
perform?
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
It's hilarious.
I'm
Perform.
curious, how do you
Half the
handle that?
time he goes down off the stage, grinds on all the women that wants to grind on him, and he doesn't even sing a song. He just goes, "Where my single ladies at? Sing my shit!"
Joey says, LOL, I am supporting them on my lap right now.
How do you handle that when people say wrestling's fake? Do you even get that?
No, I don't get mad. I mean, I'm wearing the mask. No one says anything about it. Without the mask, I mean, no one really knows. So,
They can't tell you.
I mean,
you're
I
chilling?
don't get. It's just stupid. I mean, I don't get offended at all. Whatever, dude.
I don't get
Okay.
I don't get offended when people are like,
I mean, if they're in a
real is it?
wrestling event and they tell me that, it's like, you stupid. You're watching it. I mean,
I'm like,
like yeah. I mean, this is-
wrestling's
Dumbass that
fake.
paid for
You
it.
just bought a ticket and a shirt. And
Well, it's like actors getting offended when people say that movie you made was fake.
I did love when
Like it doesn't make like we know what we do.
I did get a good kick out of
dude, you know what? I'm not kidding. I think the room is fake. I think it was a work. I think it's a work. That is a fake movie. That guy did it on purpose.
Oh, totally.
Tommy, what's his name? Tommy
Wiseau.
Wiseau. Dude, amazing. He's just.
All right, here's a question to all three. How
I'm
many
from New Orleans.
Oh, hi, Mark.
times do you guys use wrestling terms with friends that have that.
Oh, a lot. I actually do.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I can't tell
My
you how
girlfriend
many
doesn't even
times
know.
I hear the word
what
gimmick.
do you mean when you say bump?
I still don't.
I don't even have. I
I still don't
friends
understand
outside
it.
Wrestling anymore, so you know.
I don't even use it.
They-
I mean,
everyone I
Like,
talk to understands what I
If my
say.
dad wants you to hand him something, he no longer says what it is. It's
Gimmick.
automatically a gimmic,
Give me the gimmick.
no matter
But
what
that's-
it is.
But that's everyone. Hey, can you hand me the gimmick? Well, which gimmick?
Which
bro?
gimmick?
This
They're
so
all
ready.
gimmicks.
What do you-
I mean, when I,
It's kind of funny when you actually get to understand the language of wrestling. Like I was watching like a Foghorn Leghorn cartoon the other day, and that old like goose chick that always tries to like flirt with him,
Right.
nails him with a freaking melon. He's like, I say, what's the gimmick, son? Why you go hitting me in the noggin with the melon?
I never paid attention to that.
It's funny.
Now I gotta go watch
It's
it.
funny shit.
I like your. Was it Longhorn?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn
It is
Leghorn?
10, but if you want to keep going, I don't care.
Mariachi, besides PCW, got anything else going on this weekend?
No.
Hey, where can I buy
This
your
weekend?
shirts? Those
Yeah.
awesome shirts.
Pro wrestling
Awesome
pro
designs.
wrestlingtees.com. That's the only thing I have right now. I've ran out of shirts, like physical shirts. Don't have anything.
Mikey O'Shea merch?
I got my Mikey O'Shea merch. I actually got some new Record Mikey black shirts.
O'Shea has like,
physically. Followed by some green Rec U's and a gray Irish Juggernaut. And you can also go to ProWrestlingTees.com to support yours truly and buy a
that's
t-shirt off there if you
nice.
like. Besides Sunday, are you wrestling anywhere?
No. Well, OCCW, and then
No, that's next weekend.
this
Sunday?
weekend.
No,
This
We want to know what you're going to do this weekend.
That was Oregon.
This weekend.
No spoilers. I had a good time.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna release the video.
Keep
right?
watching WCWC on YouTube every Monday and check out the newest episodes. They upload it every single week, and you'll see what happened this past 8 weeks of tapings that you'll see.
And while you're on YouTube checking out WCWC, make sure to check out the Free Admissions YouTube channel. Give us a subscribe.
Bing.
You get to see a whole lot of content. Mainly, the Lord R2 doing Sunday services, trying to enlighten the youth out there.
What do
to
you?
the ways of the...
And I'm not going to compete with this guy here because PCW is doing a fantastic job and they're going to have a shit ton of fans. But if you can't make it to PCW and you live somewhere in Simi Valley, I will be wrestling this Friday at NPW for the Millennium Cup. So, yes, if you're looking for an alternative and you can't get anywhere to PCW or you can't afford a ticket and you're in that area, comes down to NPW and enjoy some wrestling.
What does
Absolutely.
APW stand for again?
Shut up, fool.
I don't know about
Wrestling
Martine's.
Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about Martine's WPW, but Brian Kendrick's WPW is Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
Wait, they have the same name?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
So what's WCWC?
West
Oh,
Coast
this
Wrestling
is
Connection.
interesting. Joey wants to know, is Fabi doing some live feed on Saturday?
Oh yeah, this Saturday he's
I
gonna
believe he
be at
is,
World
correct?
Power
the
Wrestling.
Nutra.
That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
in
Shop
Long Beach,
in-
right?
In Long Beach.
I messed up.
It's gonna be like a live podcast on the mat, and then some of the stars of OCCW are gonna be there. They got to get their protein powders and whatnot.
Ooh, protein.
Free shit.
Right.
So come down,
I want
take a
free shit.
picture, get swole with the guys from OCCW.
Get swole, baby. Yeah,
Yeah,
Brian
get both,
Cage,
baby.
Look at this
Oh.
shit. Oh, God,
Natural
man.
selection, baby. This is the new natural selection right here. Me and Mikey O'Shea. No
Natural.
drugs, no steroids.
Natural.
Just pizza, burgers, and fries, baby.
What about organic soda?
No.
Vegan
we
soda?
like fat
Real
soda.
soda?
It's
Yeah.
Coke or
That's
nothing.
vegan soda.
my
Dude, check it out.
Oh, to briefly interrupt, sorry about that, but basically I forgot to plug MPW's the YouTube page. So be sure to subscribe to MPW TV for our latest matches. Also give a like to the MPW Facebook group. Lately we've been doing showcases of the various students / workers there. So give it a watch. It's going to be bloody brilliant. Peace.
Yes.
Bloody brilliant, folks.
Nobody told
Do
me
it.
Heidi was here.
Or
What are you talking about?
You didn't know?
When you were in the
She's here
bathroom,
just
she
for
was
you.
there, like wiping for you, wasn't she?
Yo.
She was in your back seat the whole time. I don't know how you
That-
didn't realize.
Didn't you realize that they don't do complimentary shakes here? That was just her.
Complimentary shakes.
Also, I'll also be joining this bastard at Big Valley Wrestling this coming Sunday at Vegas. right before I kick his ever-loving ass the following Saturday.
Wait, and
at
you know what? I
OCW
gotta point
cage
that out.
match.
How do you have a flyer at BVW and Divine Intervention doesn't?
I don't have a flyer.
Come on. Yeah, you do.
You're
Yeah, you're on a flyer.
Well, that was November.
No.
Yeah.
It's for this one. For the
Are you sure?
for the battle of Yeah,
I see
I literally just seen it. Shade just shade.
It's
Shade. My boy Deshade. The only reason I'm giving him a shout out is because he's a Pats fan.
Oh,
Woo!
I love
Our
Deshade.
Pats are going to the
Jesus
AFC Championships,
Christ.
baby.
I don't
the
watch
AFC
football.
Championship.
Joe
What about
says,
your
"Hey,
Panthers?
Loco, who
What's up?
are some of the luchadors that you look up to?"
Luchadors that I look up to?
Yes.
It's always been Octagon and Perro. Those are the main guys I used to just love watching back in the day. Dad and I used to go and watch them, so it's just those are the two guys. I actually met
cool.
Octagon for the first time back in a couple months ago. I think it was in December. In December, I met him, and it was the nicest dude ever. I loved him, and I marked out.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch is right.
All right,
I just saw
Mikey
this now.
O'Shea's on the BVW flyer. Very cool. Very cool.
BVW.
Yes.
But that's all right because on January 27th, this pretty face will be pretty no more because I'm gonna rub it against every side of that goddamn cage.
Oh no, I'm already going over.
You can go over, but you're gonna earn that win. You're
I'm
gonna
going
earn
over.
that
I'm
W.
gonna Superman the shit out of
I
you
am
that
repping
match.
that match, I believe.
And you know you're asking
When-
to go over that cage. You know
Oh, I
it's-
already know I'm gonna win then.
That's all right. He's Mexican. We have beards. We have sexy beards. Yours
I
is
want to
like-
take a poll.
Actually, we got the
I
same
wanna
kind of
know
beard.
who
Yours
thinks-
is needs to get a little
Who's gonna
trimmed.
Mine.
I
Yes.
can't grow
need to
one.
get
Trim
trimmed.
it.
No.
Trim it.
Nah. This is
Listen
like,
to God, Angel.
Yes. Trim it.
me listen to God.
Nobody listens.
Do you watch my promos?
I trim my head.
All right.
I think I'm repping Mariachi's match.
There's only one thing
better
I
get out of
trim,
my way.
and it's not my beard.
You better get out of my
or
way.
pubes. It's my
I've
armpits.
seen what you do
But not really.
I-
what's his name?
I harass referees.
AJ? Macias?
Oh, you do.
I harass the hell out of referees. So be
I
warned.
want to request something out there.
Good.
Anything else we gotta talk about?
Are we good?
Let's talk about.
Hold on.
Once again, the streak continues. I still have yet to miss an episode of me not being here.
Go,
You were this
Mikey.
close. You were this
I was
close.
this close.
This close.
Well, what time did he actually walk in? Was it before 10?
Yeah, it was
It
like
was.
9:45.
All right.
He got here a full 15 minutes. Yep.
Full 15 minutes before we
Full
ended.
15 minutes.
And
We
he,
gave him an extra.
and he ate all the worms.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, ate all the
All the worms.
worms.
Didn't share it.
I
Put
like
it on the
pig's
left hand
feet.
side.
There's a
I
few
like
more.
No one from Mariachi. That's okay.
But-
Well,
I like
we've never had a match,
And
but
we're
maybe this is gonna
signing off.
cost.
Oh,
I want to
We're
thank
already
you.
out.
No, we're live.
Oh, we're
still-
still
we're
live.
still live.
Oh, I'm being confused. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see
Thank you,
guys
Vatos.
next
Can I
Tuesday
get-
for
how
this.
about the host is covered for you? She took forever to get here.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I had stuff to do. I wish.
What's
Man,
that?
That would be awesome right now.
does
But
that mean?
anyway, I had important
Greenhorn.
school matters to deal with.
I think I'm vegan now.
It said I got messages and then I clicked on them. I didn't have any.
But anyway,
Anyways,
let's bring
Come on,
bring
Vato.
everyone that came through.
come on, sit over here.
Heidi, bring your Australian butt over here.
Yes.
I thought she was British.
Cold?
she's
Now,
British.
all of you
Aren't she
sing in
British?
unison.
Give me Australian.
I can be whatever you like, Mikey.
Get the end the show. End the show.
No,
End the
well,
show.
let's-
End the show.
let's talk
End
more
the
about-
show. End the show. I swear to God, end the show.
All right.
End
Well,
the show.
We want to thank you
End the
for
show.
joining us. We'll see you
Hit the
next
freaking
Tuesday.
button now.
Ah,
It
end
takes
the
2
show.
clicks.